back. Welcome back to me. Welcome back to Thailand. Oh, typical. Hi. Sorry. Man City. Welcome back to me. Welcome be doing well. For instance, it's a Man City review of the Man City 2 Brighton 2 game. For instance, and to say the least, I'm a little bit disappointed. Of the two games I saw on Saturday between Man City and Chelsea in the League Cup final for the ladies, I thought Manchester City were unlucky not to win against Chelsea for instance, the League Cup final. I thought we were the better team, and we lost to for instance, a deflected goal. Not deflected, but what's called came off the player, and a lucky goal, should I say, for the first goal for Ramirez, who's our kryptonite, for instance, for the Man City ladies against Chelsea. And the second goal was Ramirez pass to Hamazipa was who came foot and went whoop into the net. And after City were back to score a second goal, which was amazing, on by and then only to be with a better team. And yes, Chelsea had a few chances. So, and to lose the game, etc., was disappointing. Still got Chelsea again. Next 3 games, you've got the Champions League on Wednesday, I believe, etc. Then they've got return leg at Stamford Bridge, and then we've got to play Chelsea again. But every comment Manchester United actually the job done. When I came to now, again, for instance, I'm going to say things, etc., which people will probably say, or if you know me, for instance, probably think, I'm biased or whatever. Or when it comes down to the Man City Brighton game, for instance, I thought Brighton was a better team, and I don't think Brighton should have won because of the last chance. You know what I mean? Because again, for instance, I've seen Ortega save these teams, chances. The mere fact that there was 2 defenders on this guy, and for instance, we didn't close him down enough to, to stop the cross over to Baleba, for instance. Who shot over the bar. But I think overall, and with the amount of chances, I think I counted watching television. So we're not talking in bias, for instance. They're very two goals they scored in their 9. Man City had 7 for two goals that scored for City. So they had the chances, even though we had more possession. I think they had more clinical cut chances to win the game. So when you're going into it, for instance, a 2-2 draw, for instance, was probably the best, result for City, really. Now, I've got to come back to the fact, for instance, Manchester City are a team in transition. We've gone from being one in the world, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, and now we're in the top 4. We haven't dropped off the cliff compared to what a lot of the crappy media will say. We've just basically dropped down to top 4. And we're in a group of top 4 teams. Manchester City, Notts Forest, Arsenal, Brighton, Aston Villa, Newcastle, Fulham. Okay? So we're in that group at the moment. And we're going to win games, and we're going to lose games. Okay? It's where we're at the moment in our transitional period. So, for instance, you have to expect that, for instance, we're playing the last 2 games against Forest, against Brighton, who basically, for instance, who have got a bit of a more of an edge to them. They're more settled. They've got a better defense. Their defense is better, for instance. And they're on a bit of a run. And I'm looking at City now from the fear that they did beforehand. I don't feel like they can get some out of City. Because we have our weaknesses. We've lost 3 defenders, mainstays, etc. And we're have a proper back, etc. Still got our brief. So we are, up front, etc. I think between Mamouche and Han, it's good. But we're in that age at the moment. So also not to end this bad result, which we've got Leicester next home game. It's not only a must win. We're very shocked if we don't win. I hope we win. Certainly can predict Brighton, Leicester, and then at Leicester, what's it called, Man City, and Højlund can score. You know, for instance, Man City can definitely beat Leicester, for instance, at the Etihad. But that's where we are. So when I look at the two teams, I thought Brighton were the better team. They had more chances, and they should have won really overall. But for instance, so Man City getting away with a point. I know a lot of Man City fans are not happy and disappointed, and the Pep outers are out, back, etc. But it's just the way we are at the moment. So I am not too disappointed with we're getting a point from Brighton. I know, for instance, with the games, what we've got coming up after the international snow and the FA Cup game against Brighton, Bournemouth, etc. Then, for instance, when we play Leicester, we've got more favourable teams where we should be able to pick up the points. And 2 or 3 games, wins, etc., should enable us. Now, we're not going to be number 1. We're not going to be unlikely number 2. Not as far as to kind of like cementing number 3. So it's either 4 and 5. 5 now we've got Champions League spot. So I wasn't going to put, but I'm aiming for 4. Our competition would be, in my eyes, Brighton, Newcastle, and Aston Villa. I'm not going to put on the other Bournemouth or Fulham. I just don't think. But I also know that these teams, as you know, as well as the teams above us, are like the Broncos. Chelsea are in it as well. Chelsea. But I don't believe that, for instance, because these teams, Chelsea got an awful run in. Chelsea are very inconsistent, lost against Arsenal. But I do believe, for instance, these teams will knock each other off as well. They will drop points. So I'm expecting Man City to not go unbeaten. We're not going a 9-game unbeaten run to the end of the season. Don't think it's going to happen. Like it to happen, don't think it's going to happen. But we don't, for instance, I don't think, for instance, we will, I think the other teams will drop points just as much as City will drop points. But I think we should do it and get top 4, right? And then maybe Brighton or Newcastle can knock it out for Chelsea, West Ham for the top 5. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. So coming away to saying that's a 2-point drop from Brighton, I would say that, for instance, I don't think it was. Let's just pop into a quick game about the Brighton game. So we started on with Stefan Ortega, Edison being out. We'll say he wasn't. He withdrew from the Brazilian squad as well. So for instance, he's got abductor muscle problem. Rico Lewis started him back again. I thought Rico Lewis, he needs to bulk up, like what we all do, for instance, and so for instance, I thought also we need fast wingers. Nunes probably would have been better for me, but with saying that though, I thought he had a decent game. Ortega, for instance, I would give him. I don't think he was as comfortable as I've seen him before, so I'm probably going to give him a 7. But I don't think he was that bad, etc. But I thought his distribution sometimes, I remember he not won the ball over, for instance, to Mamouche, etc. Or was it Savinho? But I thought he played was okay. Lewis, again, I'm going to give him a 7. In regress of what I was thinking before, I thought a very steady game. Jesco Gavalio, for instance, again, I'll give him a 6.9. For instance, I don't think it was better games. I thought it was steady, wasn't good, but I don't think. I think he could have. He was kind of like, again, it was this. He can't allow him to cross the ball for the first for the first goal, which was disallowed. So I'm disappointed. I thought it was off his game. Kuzinov, he's trying, and he's like a diamond, etc. But he needs polishing, etc. So I'm going to sit there and say I'm going to give him a 7.2. Pure and simple is because I thought he's trying, and he went in for that, trying to block that or clear that last chance, that scruffy goal for their second goal, etc. from Hunchwood. But for instance, he just missed the flight of the ball, etc. and he bounced off and went into the back of the net. But his effort again. But with saying that though, for instance, I thought it was him and Diaz we what's it called? Matt, the guy, for instance, who was crossing the ball over to Belabor, what's it called, to knock it in the back of the net. And why are you not two? There was two of you, for instance. Why are you not, stopping the cross? I think we had three defenders there, for instance. I think Guardiola was in the middle, and he wasn't marking anybody. Come on. Diaz, etc. I'll give him a 7.2 as well as I thought he played well. He's not as commanding as what I expected him to be. He's not actually the but I still think he's doing better with what we've got. For instance, and again, we're not. He's not that, but we're not that bad. What's it called with him and he's the partnership with Kuzanov and is developing. You can see, yeah. Doku. Again, people saying he's a Marmot player. First of all, is he? Does he? For instance, he's great going down the road. He's exciting, bums off seat, blah blah blah. But crossing, etc. He's poor. For instance, and again, it just drives you mad. And just go for it. And again, he'll go, stop, pass back. Just grab the ball and just go. And whatever. And so, and just cross it early. You don't have to maybe all the way down to the byline. I don't know. Sometimes he just needs to work on his crossing to Haaland, etc. And to Mamouche. Yeah. But overall, I would give him 7.5 because again, for instance, I like his effort. He's just disappointing with his distribution, and he was a massive threat to us. Omar Mamouche, to me, man of the match, 7.8. I would give him. Well, I can't give him anything higher because he did score his goal, amazing goal. But I thought, for instance, he did go off, etc., which I was a bit surprised by Pep's substitutions. Don't know. I know we took Bernardo up, but let's come back to that. But so I wasn't going. But I thought he was the better team. I thought he linked up with Haaland very well. For instance, I was excited when I saw him get him on the ball. And and I don't understand for life of me why we didn't start him against Forest. So, but to me, I was a better player. Nico Gonzalez. A lot of people saying he's slow. I don't think he's slow at all. I think he's doing the best of what we've got. He's playing against Gundogan, which I thought Gundogan had an decent game. I'm going to give us a Nico Gonzalez 7.5. I thought he played well. I thought he interacted, etc. Lincoln broke up play. But again, we're playing against a very good Brighton side, and we're also not that. He had a Rodri next to him or something like that. But I think he would probably be, be better. I think, but again, he's not the finished article. But I thought, and sitting there and saying he's slow is wrong. Someone said he was on LB show he was a mistake signing, etc. I thought, what the hell? What you're saying? Savinho didn't have the best of games. Again, the shots, etc. He's, he needs that chance where he had a one-on-one, etc. That shot again, and he went straight to the goalkeeper. Well, and the guys in the box, etc. Frustrating. You get past your man, you see the goal, you've got a goalkeeper to beat, and it's a it's like what a girl would do, not a girl would do. I can't say that. A toe, I don't know. You say your granny, for instance. It was a pea roller, for instance, into a very weak shot. And he needs to add practice on his shooting. But also, for instance, we had Mamouche and Haaland in the box, etc. Could at least stand it to them. Try better. So, but I thought, did I give him a 7? No, I'm going to give him a 7, a direct 7, etc. I thought it was exciting, but also, for instance, when he got substitutes, I thought it was the right substitution to come off. Ilkhan Gundogan, I'm going to give him 7.3. I thought he played well, but I just think his link-up play, he was pushing forward. Yes, that one when it came off his shoulder was a bit unlucky. For instance, but again, disappointing really. Not disappointing, but just frustrating. But I thought one of his better games, he looked a lot sharper. Erling Haaland, again, he scored his great goal, got his 100th goal. Congratulations to you, sir. For instance, overall, I give him a 7.2. But for instance, and again, he can't feed off nothing, and thought it was unlucky. But overall, Kevin De Bruyne, sorry, Phil Foden. I thought he was okay when he came on. I'm not going to give him a rating. But tried to, but he needs to be doing better. He really does. He really, and Kevin De Bruyne came on way too late. Ridiculous. I don't understand why. Jack Grealish didn't show it, didn't so. But Pep Guardiola, I thought some of his substitution was weird. Why bring on Kevin De Bruyne so late when we need to again need a goal? We need a playmaker. I didn't mean my starting lineup, but I don't know what the hell's going on there. So, for instance, but again, our guys, these guys, Kevin, Bernardo, Phil, and Jack really need to step up. You guys need to get up. Get them. Yeah, so for instance, looking at the stats, Man City has 60% of possession, 40% for Brighton, 8 off on off targets, out the box, etc. 10 for them, 3-3 in the half in the goal, 4-5 from corners to Brighton, 10-10 on fouls. Yellow cards, 5 for Brighton. Yeah, they had a few yellows. I thought some of them were unlucky. And offsides 1-1. But overall, for instance, I thought we were good enough to get away with the point. But again, for instance, we came back from we did play well, but I thought, for instance, again, it's finishing, it's passing to Haaland. Again, for instance, you're looking at Nico Gonzalez, the header against the post, but again, for instance, Brighton's what's it called, attacks. So yeah, but it's just the way we are. It's just the way we are. So am I disappointed? Yes, but then again, no, because I'm accepting where we are right now today in 2025. So, yeah. So, for instance, we can go again. We've got this international goddamn boring break, which I can't stand. And England games. Am I watching the England games? No, am I hell? I'm not waking up to watch that crap. And look at the side. What he's picked: 4 goalkeepers, bringing in what was the goal. It's just ridiculous. I was so not into international football at the moment. And then we got to Bournemouth when we come back in the FA Cup before we play Leicester. So there's going to be. I expect the 115 to be released sometime this week, etc. On Wednesday, more than likely, but we'll see. But overall, I'm disappointed about the final result, but we didn't lose. And what's it called? Because Brighton are a good side. You've got to face that. Brighton are a very good side. Got good players playing with a good balanced squad, and that 7-0 shock against Forest was basically that. But we are in a fight for top 4. I do believe we can do it with the remaining games and fixtures. We can pick up the points, and I do believe our rivals will drop points. But it's up to us. It really is. So, but I still believe in our football club will do it. And again, I'm not going to listen to all the crap the top Pep Guardiola out. You're going to put the side up. The side has got to do something. His substitution should have been better. If I was going to give Pepe a score, I'd not even give him a highest of 7. I like the squad, the team we put out, but I thought the substitutions should have been better. And I thought we should have put Kevin on a lot earlier. And so yeah, but we'll see. Anyway, Jubilee from Thailand. So I'll be back for a Manchester City start of the week and see, because it's going to be a couple of weeks. But I'm going to do content every day, and you're welcome to listen to me and to give me your thoughts. Tell me if I think I'm right. Tell me if you think I'm dreaming, whatever. But I do believe that Manchester City will get over the line. And I just do. I really do. So anyway, Jubilee Dive from Thailand. Like and subscribe. Tell me what you think. I always like to listen to our view. People who talk to me, for instance, who take the time to express their opinion, as long as their opinion is positive. And not positive, not abusive. But anyway, so it's got a bit of rain again today, I think, in Thailand. So it's still a bit humid. We've got a bit of rain coming through, but about 32 degrees. I know England going on about 17 degrees. Ooh, it's going to be hot in Tenerife. God, give me a break. 17 degrees out. Cold. Anyway, Jubilee Dash from Thailand. Love you and leave you. Take care.